Hi everybody and welcome back. Today I'm going to be reviewing a book that's getting released on the 7th of May, which is next week. It's called Again But Better. It's written by Christine, who's quite a big booktuber in popularity, not in a BFG kind of way. I was lucky enough to receive an advanced copy of this book in exchange for an honest review. So let's go be honest. We'll start with a synopsis. This story follows an American girl named Shane who's starting to feel a little bit stuck in life. She wants a fresh start, she wants adventure, she wants to break the mold and kill all of her bad habits, and she wants to find herself. She figures herself probably isn't at home in New York, so she decides to sign up for a study abroad program to London. She's never had a boyfriend before, so she's like low-key looking for love, and she finds it, sort of, pretty much immediately. But of course, it's complicated. The second half of the book flashes forwards to 6 years later, where we follow a more grown-up Shane as she continues her search for said self. I'm gonna leave the story there. Now let's go to the review. My opinion of this novel changed so many times throughout the reading process. Let me paint you a picture. It went something like this. Alright, here we go. Wow, that is one pretty cover. I think I'm really gonna like this book. Oh, a Harry Potter reference. Nice. Is there something off about this writing though, or is it just me? Maybe it's because her character's such high energy. Wow, she has got a lot of alternative ways to say she said. Does anybody just say things in this book? No? Okay. Oh, we're in London. I wonder if our protagonist is going to be endearingly clumsy in this book. Ooh, a love interest. Oof, complication. Awkward. Oh, she just tripped over a chair. Called it. Wait a second, I'm only halfway through. Is the book over already? What's going to happen in these pages? Wait, what? What's going on? When did I start caring? Okay, hang on. There's a twist. Oh, so that's why she called it Again But Better. I totally get it now. Alright, we get it, people. You're in a rom-com. Pull yourself together and make it work. Aw, Shane's her own person. That's sort of feminist. See, Hollywood, you can do both. And here we are. There are things that I liked about this book and things that I didn't. Let's go ahead and start with the positives. The pacing was really good and I didn't feel bored at any point while I was reading it. The story definitely has a bit of an autobiographical vibe on it because you can clearly tell that the character is based on the author, Christine. It's very obviously fiction, but also very obviously inspired by her real character. I personally like that. I think it must be incredible fun to be able to write yourself into an exciting adventure story, and I'm not necessarily surprised because it's a debut novel, and I know that a lot of first-time writers seem to draw on their own experiences to put into their writing. I think she captured herself well. There was a twist halfway through that I was not expecting. I love it when that happens. Something I really liked was how it's a romance story, but it did focus on Shane as an individual. That was cool. It was cute, it was easy, it was light-hearted, and it was a really feel-good kind of read. I enjoyed it. It's the kind of thing I can imagine just reading to sort of switch off at the end of the day. Now for the cons. The phrasing in this book was a little bit strange in places. From the first few pages, I sort of got this feeling that it didn't really flow naturally. This did become less of a problem for me the further I read, but I'm not sure if that's because it was getting better or just because I was getting used to it. There were a lot of references to the time period, I think to establish what kind of time period we're in, which is understandable, but at the same time, we get it. A couple of the themes made me feel a bit uncomfortable, like cheating, and there was verbal abuse at one point. It's just never really addressed and talked about. I feel like infidelity is far too normalized in popular culture. It just makes me sad. I don't want to talk about the ending too much, obviously, but I definitely think the second half of the book painted Shane as a much stronger character, which is a good thing because it shows that she's developing throughout the story. However, I wasn't a massive fan of the ending. I felt like it kind of took a couple of steps back. But that being said, it was a very lovely scene. It was very well written and it had a lot of well-built tension in there. Now, I kind of want to pick on the names of the characters, not because I don't love unusual named characters, because I do, but the fact that so many of the characters had such out there names seemed a little bit unbelievable to me. To give you an idea, the main characters other than Shane are named Pilot, Atticus, Sarah, and Babe. Babe. I'm not hating on the names, I'd totally name a baby Atticus. I'm convinced by the idea that these would be names of characters in 2011 in London. It just didn't feel that believable to me. Overall, I'd give the book 3 stars. I enjoyed it. It wasn't without its flaws, but it's fine. It was a debut novel, and I'm sure whatever Christine comes out with next will be just as good, if not better. Again, but better. Okay, that's all from me today. I hope you've enjoyed this review. Let me know what you think. Did you agree? Did you disagree with me? Have you not read the book yet? Are you going to? I encourage the pressing of all of the buttons. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time.